And finally, we have Blind Man's Bluff.
Mm,
Robert, this is a fun one. And I'm going to read the excerpt, and you tell me if you can guess what it is.
okay.
As an 80s kid, when I heard that they were creating a TV series for this, I was beyond excited. Can you imagine causing this much havoc on a weekly basis? Well, that's not quite what we got. While there were some interesting episodes, it never quite lived up to its title. I'll be curious if the newest incarnation on the small screen will be any better, if it actually ever happens.
I thought I knew it was until the end, but I'm still gonna guess. Is it Friday the 13th, the series?
That is absolutely correct, sir.
All right. Oof.
Yes. Good job. I didn't
Which
watch this until we first started doing the show, and you sent me a full episode of it over YouTube.
Oh yeah.
And I watched it and I was like, oh my gosh.
Friday the 13th. So.
Oh my gosh. Tell us about that. But you did a great job with this page, though.
Thanks. And I think it's just kind of one off like obviously a TV series you can do many locations. So but yeah, so I remember obviously in the 80s when you heard they're making Friday the 13th the series, your mind starts going wild of like, oh my God, Jason every week and who knows what's gonna happen.
How do you do it?
Yeah. Not gonna happen. Otherwise it's
not happening.
Haunted haunted artifacts, almost kind of like, when the Amityville movies, like a different artifact from every week. It probably would have done better with a different title for sure.
It should have been a different title.
Yeah, but
there's too much hype on it. You just want to see Jason every week.
But people tuned in because obviously it was for a while, and it lasted I think 3 seasons. So Curious Goods.
Curious Goods
was the name of the and actually I think that's probably a net title for our name of many kind of antique stores. So when I was in Toronto, I just decided to kind of check out the exterior location that they used, mostly in the pilot and then for kind of establishing shots and throughout the series. So and actually I was actually there with Sean Clark of Horror Solid Grounds. We were spending the day in Toronto going to all these different locations, and I think we kind of illegally parked because it was like
you got a curious parking ticket that day.
It was kind of an outdoor, not kind of mall, kind of they kind of reconstrued kind of this kind of urban factory area, whatever, and there's no good parking. You can tell it's kind of busy, but I was like, we have to get this shot, especially before it's dark. And so they were kind of curious. They let us take pictures inside, but only on one way for some reason. He's like, well, you can take pictures looking this way, but not that way. I'm like, all right.
Oh, really?
And they really only used the inside in the pilot, but so all these shots, and as you kind of look through, were mostly from the pilot episode,
The Inheritance.
Yeah. And I think
okay, this is inside Curious Goods.
Yep. So, and obviously they used a set at some point, but usually the pilot is kind of shot by itself.
So where Sean's facing is.
This is my illegal shot. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say because if you got the other side, okay.
Yeah. So, but like I said, they didn't shoot too much into there, and they were. People sometimes get weirded out. I'm like, nobody was even in the store. We're not here to take pictures of the clothes. So.
Somebody was upset you were doing that.
Well, the owner was like, "Well, you can do this, but not." I'm like, "All right, dude."
Oh, you know what you should have done? Just remind him that you're American.
We do what we want.
We do what we want. That's all for now. What does that mean? Is that a line or was that?
No, that's all I got for now. I think maybe someday I will do more locations, but and below that is actually kind of one of my favorite. It's not a prop, but when they released the TV series to certain TV stations, they gave this press kit and photos, whatever, and this nice kind of foam.
Oh, that's cool.
Tombstone with fake grass and everything, and so for 1987 it has held up pretty well.
That actually does hold up. And is that like a storage container?
Yeah, so that's where they put the press kit and stuff. So
that is so cool. That's a nice touch, actually.
Yeah. So, and actually it's on display in my house too. So
wow, is it really?
Yeah, it was just kind of
you're taking good care of it.
Yeah, every once in a while you can find these on eBay, but not too often. So, and there's also kind of a lesser version of it where it's almost, it feels like a cheaper version for some reason, but I feel like I got one of the good ones.